performing tonight.
And a very receptive and responsive crowd. And appreciative crowd, I might add.
No, I'm kidding. I got it.
And if we're lucky, we'll get some of TaylorLauren's time as she strikes in. I didn't realize this was your first time to do sidewalk sessions?
It is my first time, yes. I took a long hiatus from playing music, and then when I started back up, Becky had to scratch me out. So I'm finally here. I'm very excited.
What's it like to play across the street from your audience?
Oh, man. I thought it was going to be nerve-wracking at first, and it is a little bit because of the cars and stuff, but I kind of like it with this 20 feet between me and someone staring me in the face. It's actually very cool. The reverb's dope, and I think the sensation is a little different. The breeze in my face and stuff is pretty awesome.
You had a very, very responsive crowd, and you're a gifted and talented singer and certainly a great pianist.
Thank you so much.
But I'd like to get a little bit of a background from you, please. And
Sure.
that is, I know that you've played around Galveston. Tell me how that evolved and how you got to where you are right now.
Oh my gosh. I hadn't played in a long time when I first moved to Galveston. And then I was actually brought out by someone I just met to play an open mic. And then that's where I met my best friend now, Richard Roach, who has Galveston Music Company. And he got me into teaching music. And I still hadn't performed professionally for a while. And I only did just a little bit, maybe a few years into living here, and then I had a baby. So then I kind of fell off the face of the earth again, and only now, after about 5 years or so, I've come back, and my first gig was at 23rd Street Station. I was very nervous, but ever since then, it was just like riding a bike, and it feels great to be back, honestly.
You've played any number of venues here since then.
Quite a few, yes. I'm looking to get some more, but quite a few. 23rd Street Station, Proletariat Now, Hooly Hooly Hut, Sugar and Rye is a wonderful place. Marmo a couple of times, absolutely. And I did for Queers and Allies, was one of my favorite ones that I did, at a special event. Yeah.
So, background prior, you said you dropped out of music for a while. Were you trained in music?
I began playing at 14. My mom, she bought a piano, and I hadn't touched one before that, and then I fell in love with it, and I started off in classical, and then eventually moved to jazz, which is where I like to live now, and then vocally, I get asked to do a lot of popular music, so that's how I.
Have you always had just a great set of pipes?
I don't like to...
I mean, you're great at long-term sustained.
I've worked very hard to fine-tune what I have, but I will say I think that what I have was definitely a gift that was given to me.
Right.
It was, at a young age I loved singing, but I didn't know that I was as good as I am, and I didn't sing publicly until I was 18. So.
Well, the gift only is valuable when you really utilize it and enhance it.
I'm just glad everybody's enjoying it.
Yeah, good
Honestly,
for you.
I'm having so much fun.
Let's talk a little bit more about you in general, because you are one of the unique people that merges both sides of the brain, as it appears. Tell us about your educational aspirations.
I am currently in school for chemical engineering.
Right.
I hopefully will be finished in about 2 years. I'll be going to U of H Maine, but I'm finishing up a couple of science and math requirements right now at U of H Clear Lake. So I'm very excited. I want to travel. I want to take my daughter to see the world, and I think that that's the job that could let me do it.
Comments for those that are thinking about pursuing a career or an avocation in the world of music?
I think that you should get out there. I don't know. There's so much to say. Don't be nearly as nervous as you are, because you're not as bad as you think. Everyone's going to love it. They're going to love it. Just, it's not about what you play. It's about how you feel about what you play. And you should share that.
Very good. Thank you so very much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
TaylorLauren, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.